Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into Switzerland using this really detailed snapshot we have. Goal is simple. Pull out the most interesting, useful bits for you.
Exactly. We want to give you a real feel for what makes Switzerland. Cutting through the noise a bit.
Okay, let's start with the basics. Location, it's landlocked, Central Europe, got Germany, France, Italy, Austria, all around it. That central spot has to be important.
Oh, absolutely. Puts it right at a crossroads of cultures, trade, everything really. And remember, Bern's the capital, but Zurich, that's the big business engine.
Right, two different centers of gravity, in a way.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Political versus economic hubs.
Okay. And languages, it's complex. German, French, Italian,
Sure.
Romash too, four official ones.
Mm-hmm.
But the practical note is English is pretty widely spoken,
Yeah.
especially for visitors.
Yeah, that's fair to say. In the cities, tourist areas, you'll generally find English works fine, makes it accessible.
Good. Let's talk scenery because, that's huge for Switzerland. The Alps, obviously, the Jura Mountains. You see pictures of the Matterhorn, the Jungfrau.
And they are just as stunning in real life, seriously. Plus, you have these beautiful lakes. Geneva, Lucerne are maybe the most famous, and the Rhine Falls, quite powerful.
It packs a lot into a fairly small space, doesn't it?
Incredible variety. And that landscape, it really shapes, almost everything else.
Yeah, like the climate, I suppose.
Yeah.
It varies a lot with altitude.
Exactly. You can have quite mild summers down in the lowlands, maybe 20 to 28 Celsius. That's 68, 82 Fahrenheit.
Pleasant, yeah.
But then head up into the Alps in winter, and it's full-on snow, which leads right into skiing, snowboarding.
The whole winter sports scene.
Right.
It's almost like two different climate zones depending on where you are.
Switzerland also has these really distinctive traits. Neutrality is the big one since 1815. That's
Yeah.
remarkable longevity. It is, and it's allowed it to be this trusted neutral ground. Think international diplomacy. Global organizations headquartered there gives it a unique kind of influence.
Interesting. Not just staying out of wars then.
Mm.
And direct democracy. Lots of referendums. How does that feel on the ground?
Well, it means citizens have a very direct say, highly engaged voters. But sometimes maybe decision-making can be a bit slower because of it.
Trade-offs.
Mhm.
And then there's the stereotypes maybe. Watches, chocolate, finance. Why those three?
Well, there's stereotypes for a reason. It's this blend of, history, skilled craftsmanship, precision, plus a reputation for stability and quality. That really underpins all three in different ways.
Okay, so what do people do there for fun? We mentioned skiing, snowboarding, hiking, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Hiking is massive. Paragliding, too, if you're adventurous. And those glacier trains.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Glacier Express.
Yeah, that sounds incredible, just traversing those landscapes by rail.
It really is. Spectacular views. Plus, like cruises are popular, and the winter Christmas markets have a certain magic.
Culturally, there must be a lot going on, too, with the different languages. Things like Basel Fastnacht or L'Escalade in Geneva. National Day on August 1st.
Absolutely. Each region has its own distinct flavor, its own traditions and festivals. That linguistic diversity really fuels a lot of cultural variety. It's not monolithic at all.
Adds layers. And the food. Can't forget the food. Fondue, raclette.
Yes. Classic comfort food. Roasty, those potato pancakes. Bircher muesli for breakfast.
Yeah.
And of course, the chocolate is world class. Same for the cheeses like Gruyere.
Sounds hearty. Fits the alpine setting, I guess.
Definitely. It's food that makes sense for the environment and the sort of active lifestyle.
Got some fast facts here, too. They use the Swiss franc, not the euro. But they are in the Schengen area.
Correct. So no EU membership, but travel within Schengen is generally smooth, which is a big practical point for visitors from Europe.
Good distinction. And Zurich often listed as one of the most expensive cities.
Yeah, that's generally true. Cost of living is high, worth factoring into travel plans.
And the highest peak, not the Matterhorn, actually. It's Dufourspitz.
That's right. Over 4,600 meters. Really up there.
So wrapping up, why should someone put Switzerland on their list? The snapshot points to four main things. The scenery, obviously.
Postcard perfect, truly.
Superb transport, those efficient trains we mentioned.
Incredibly punctual and clean. Makes getting around easy.
Safety and cleanliness, always ranks high.
Consistently, yeah. Very safe, very well maintained.
And that cultural variety we touched on, linked to the languages and regions.
It's a really compelling mix. Natural beauty, Swiss efficiency, safety, and this rich tapestry of cultures all in one place.
And a couple of practical tips reiterated here. Dress in layers for the mountains, definitely. Weather can change fast.
Crucial advice.
And book those scenic trains like the Glacier Express or Bernina Express well ahead of time.
Yes, they are popular for a reason. Essential to reserve, especially in peak season, or you might miss out.
Okay, so pulling it all together, Switzerland offers stunning nature, amazing infrastructure, a unique political setup, and rich traditions.
It's managed to balance, its traditions with being a modern, globally connected country in a really interesting way.
Which leads us to a final thought for you to consider. Given that long history of neutrality we talked about, sitting right alongside its major global economic role, what do you think are the key factors that have allowed Switzerland to maintain that sort of paradoxical balance for so long? Something to mull over. Thanks for joining this deep dive.